Hello there, and welcome to Daniel's Infinite Playlist. And today we're going to review a really great album by Russian artist Kedr Livanskiy, which is called Your Need. And for those of you who don't know who Kedr Livanskiy is, well, Kedr Livanskiy is an artist from Russia who has been making waves with her very sparsely and ambient, also very nostalgic and 90s leaning techno tracks. She has released a debut album which is called Ariadna, was very well received by the music press, especially outside, like in the West, and she got really, how do you say, really good reviews. And that, of course, led to the creation of her second album, Your Need. But the background story behind the creation of Your Need is very interesting. But first, how is it to listen to this album? Well, it's a bit like this. Alright, I'm going to show you the CD unboxing now. There are actually a lot of physical versions of this album that you can buy, cassette and vinyls. The vinyl is very beautiful, but I always opt out for the CD. So here's the album cover, and there you see it's a very nice and cool album cover. I think it reflects, like the whole sound of the record. It's very vibrant in contrast to the more gray and black tones of her first album. And there's the background, and it's a very simple album overall. There you see like production credits over there, and then a sort of poster with the artist herself. It's very cool. Alright, so how is this album musically? Well, musically, this album is very much more a dancier album than her first album, which is more of a, how do you say, introspective and very isolated electronic record. This album is more vibrant, and it pulls from various type of strands of music, for example, like garage, house, ghetto house, breakbeat, and so many more. And it's just so amazing to listen to this vibrant collection, and it clearly shows that she has actually taken help from another producer that's called Flatty, who's helped her with all the tracks. Apparently, Kedr Livanskiy was in a sort of creative and rut, and also an identity crisis as an artist. So when she got paired up to do one track with Flatty, they vibed off so much from each other that they actually spent 10 days just recording all of these tracks, and that project formed Kedr Livanskiy's new sound, Your Need, which sounds beautiful. I just love it. So, how is this album lyrically? Well, all the lyrics that Kedr Livanskiy sings are in Russian, sorry. And it's very, how do you say, refreshing to hear an artist sing in her own language as opposed to singing in English, which almost everyone does. So this means that it's a little bit hard to find translations of the lyrics on the net, but it's easily, how do you say, to glean what the album is about from just reading the artist note on Bandcamp, and also translating some of the lyrics through Google Translate. Some of the lyrics are actually up through the very great lyric website that's called Genius. However, they are not translated, so you just have to check that on yourself. And a lot of the album's themes are very personal, as expected, because much of this album touches about themes of rebirth and identity searching, as when Kedr Livanskiy was, after her first album, she just found that she just couldn't sustain her her artist persona, so she just had to, how do you say, deconstruct herself and find a new way to make music. So a lot of the album's themes are about rebirth and identity, which is very, how to say, refreshing to hear an artist explore all of that, and especially doing so with such amazing, how to say, danceable and experimental music, which I really do love. And well, also she explores the sadness of love, a bad trip at the club. It's just very cool to listen to all of these songs. So yeah, what do I give this album? Well, I give it an 8 out of 10. This is a great album through and through. It might be a bit difficult to listen to at first because it's very experimental in its way, but then when you start to give it more, how do you say, more listens, you actually find that it opens up even more, and that's what Kedr Livanskiy does best when she produces her songs, because the quality of the songs are very, how do you say, hermetic and labyrinthine, so you just want to just really get in there um, and explore just all of these amazing and great sounds. And you can also see that Kedr Livanskiy actually found a lot of inspiration from DJing while making this album, and while she was DJing, she found a sort of reconnection to all of these these older styles of dance music, for example, breakbeat or UK garage, which is really, really nice. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this review. As always, I'm going to put the artist links down below. Kedr Livanskiy is available everywhere: iTunes, Spotify. You can order her physical copies off of Bandcamp. I really recommend you to buy it because they're really nice. And then, yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you enjoyed it, then please give a like and subscribe, as I'm going to review new albums every Wednesday and classic album reviews every Saturday. So if you want to tag along for this musical ride, then you're more than welcome. That's it for me. Thank you so much. Enjoy music, enjoy life, people. Vi ses. Hej då!